Stavros, Scott again.
Hi, Scott.
Hope you guys are well. So the biggest problem I've been having lately is I just overeat, man. You know, like I'll hit a McDonald's, right?
Addictive. It's addictive.
Get the fucking quarter pounder with cheese,
Respect.
large fries,
Respect.
large Coke,
Light work. That's
solid.
good.
That ain't
Can't beat
shit.
it. I'll
Nothing.
eat that.
Oh,
And then right after, I'll hit Taco Bell.
that's
Right
a big.
after.
That is.
okay, now you have my attention.
I understand.
Doritos,
This is
Locos
something I'm addicted to
Tacos.
as well.
Okay.
It's really bad.
Supreme style.
I love this guy.
I'm so
And-
hungry.
Me
Not
too,
gonna-
actually.
I'm so
Quesadilla.
fucking hungry.
And at the end of the night, I feel like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
That
I guess
makes
my real
sense.
question is, what do you do to curb this acting out with eating?
I mean,
Thanks. Love you guys.
it's so fucking hard. He said this and it just transported. We're especially the last girl. Now she already started me getting on being 23, and then this guy, and I'm like, oh my god, I remember the fucked up shit we would do at McDonald's, dude, at Taco Bell. I coming home from open mics I would drive to DC, and there was a McDonald's on Route 1 right before you got to 295 to drive to Baltimore. And if I had the willpower to get, like, it was like, I was literally like, don't turn, don't turn. But the problem was there was one also at the exact opposite. There was one when you got off the highway at 95 right before. And so it was like, if the McDonald's in DC didn't get me, the McDonald's in Baltimore would get
tough.
me. And I remember just the orders creeping. It's starting like kind of, like not crazy. A sandwich, fries, and a Diet. I would even go like Diet Coke. And then it would just be like, well, let's throw it. I'm getting
Throw in the nugs.
let's throw some 4 nuggets on a fucking burger.
McFlurry.
And then
Top
it
off.
just
McFlurry.
like, it just fucking cascades. I respect this guy for being this level of like, he's got to get 2 places. Curbing it is tough. Honestly, you have to fucking, in my experience, you have to fucking treat yourself like a fucking gremlin, like a mogwai, whatever, and like lock yourself up overnight. But if you're out there, and also finding things that feel indulgent, like what I tried for years was pure diet, pure like, I'm having apples with a little peanut butter at midnight instead of a fucking and that's not gonna happen. You have to have like the methadone of junk food, in my opinion. This is harm reduction. This is not like this is not solving your problem completely, because if you're built this way, you're gonna want to do this. And like even now, where I've lost, this past year I've lost like approximately. I lost 40 pounds. I gained 20 of it. I lost 10. So like, let's say right now I'm like 30-ish pounds down from this time last year. And I wanted it to be a little more this year. Obviously, I wanted that to be better. But when I was really on my shit and eating really clean, or like eating really good, I just tracked my calories, and I knew I was a late night eater. So honestly, it sounds fucking stupid. I just wouldn't eat. I'm a guy who doesn't really need breakfast, I learned. Mm-hmm. I just didn't eat. I just saved my calories for later.
Skip breakfast.
And not only that, but there's a Costco brand of chicken tenders that's very lightly breaded, that the macros are pretty good on it. And like, you eat that with a little dipping, with a buffalo sauce, it feels like you're eating something, and you can have like...
So you need a placebo effect.
You need the placebo. And then even Halo Top, right? Like a little fucking fake ice cream.
You can eat
It's
the
like,
whole pint.
You can eat the whole pint. And you do... I have had nights where it's like, I will have a 750 calorie meal that if you took a picture of it, looks like a really fucked up meal. But it's chicken tenders and it's fries that I would, you can cut the fries. And if you don't want that, there's like frozen fries that you can put tenders in air fryers, and the macros are pretty good on.
Because less oils.
All
doing
this
the air
shit. Like,
fryer.
there's just little stuff you can do. Because you sound pretty young. There's also pretty, whatever. This is a problem. Because this is also, it feels fucking good. It's your little ritual. And if you can have that positive feeling and not have the negativity, like that's nice. Like I remember when I was dieting really heavy in the summer, I would like, it was my ritual. It was the same way when I would come home and I would have a fucking diet A&W root beer with like, I would make these like protein pancakes that were cottage cheese, egg whites, and a little bit of oat flour, and I would put a little bit of fucking Halo Top, and I would and I would make it like a little fucking crepe roll up thing, and it's like that thing was like 200 calories with a bunch of protein and like, but in my head I'm like, I'm having a pancake with ice cream.
You're gluttonous.
And I would eat a little, and so that's what's worked for me in the past, trying to pretend this is not the disability that I have, that I must have something delicious. And this guy, and I'm only saying this because this guy does not sound like he's in the place to go cold turkey. You hear it in his voice.
I don't think you should go cold turkey.
Yeah.
I will say, I think it's okay what he's doing, but it needs to happen in moderation. Mm-hmm. So I think if he wants to hit that Taco Bell,
and yeah, I'm not saying to cut it out of your life completely, for sure.
I feel bad because he sounds like it's a curse.
Yeah, it is.
He's
Believe
really
me,
upset.
I have this. I have whatever he has.
I can't comment on because I'm not addicted to fast food. I like it. I look at it like a treat.
Yeah.
Like when I go to Taco Bell, I'm like, ooh, I think about it for 2 days.
Yeah.
So that's the delayed gratification.
Right.
That now I will have Taco Bell probably within the next 4 days.
Yeah.
Because it's
you
come
thought
up
about it. Yeah.
But if I see it, I don't really think about eating it. But if we have a conversation, I start thinking about how good the quesadilla is. It tastes like fake and delicious. And then the tacos are fire. And then you can get a whole accoutrement.
Yeah, you get a nice setup, dude, for sure.
And so I don't know. It's definitely a tough situation, but I think hang in there. I think try to moderate. I think look at it as a reward to a tough day.
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to, it's like
but you
anything.
can get caught in that feedback. Like I was just speaking
thinking,
of a guy.
What is a weekend?
Yeah, speaking as a guy who literally like this is what I'm addicted. That's what I've learned more than anything. It's like I have taken pretty much every drug and it's fine. Like I can stop. I legitimately can stop. I cannot. This is harder by an order of magnitude. It's like food, weed, and then like I guess when I was taking pills, and I wasn't taking it that much. Don't get me wrong. I was never like, I need to take a fuck pills. But it's like those are just so good that you're like the first day you're like I need to chill out. It's kind of like the fucking Lord of the Rings where you're like maybe just one more. Yeah, maybe one more night.
Those feel good.
Yeah. Well,
this doesn't make you feel good though.
The second you're eating it, but then
there's
you go 4 incredible minutes.
You're sweating in bed.
But see, dude, I've said this before. To me, it kind of is like, it is kind of pill heroin like, where it's like you're in that fucked up, like I'm so full I can't do shit. I literally like that feeling. That afterwards, where I don't like shitting my fucking brains out or whatever, but I like being there stuffed to the fuck. You're usually high too. It's like you're stuffed, you're high, your blood sugar's crashing, you're just a fucking vegetable, and you're watching fucking Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and you're like, this is the happiest I'll ever be in my life. And I literally mean that, where it's like, if there was a pill I could take to have the moment of just smoked a little bit, ate the food so I feel stuffed, but it's not starting to hurt my stomach, there is like a beautiful half-hour
I think
window.
you need that stick.
What stick?
That O stick.
What's that?
The Ozempic.
Oh yeah, no, for real.
That makes you feel full.
I have done some very serious research. I'm looking into with my healthcare professional.
Your team.
Me and my team are
medical team.
Me and my medical team are engaged in some serious discussions, because that is kind of what this last year taught me, is that like, yeah, even this guy asked a question about McDonald's and I have not shut the fuck up for 20 minutes. Kareem has not gotten a word in edgewise, and he had stuff. He was like, "Oh, I know." You were like excited, and I was just thinking about how much
fucking expert.
It wasn't even. I didn't mean. I literally just snapped out of it. Like I have this addiction, so that is sort of what I am. I do think I'm gonna try it.
Yes, you should.
I do think I'm gonna.
I know some people that have lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And it's easy. It seems like it's effective.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel full. So you're just nothing changes in your body.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean it does, but like
something. I mean the way
you eat less because you feel full.
For sure.
And you feel satisfied.
Yeah. And I've been looking into it, and I'm not even worried about the long-term shit now. I'm like, all right, what about the side effects? And especially going on tour, it's like I don't want to be fucking having diarrhea on a tour bus fucking 20 hours a day. But whatever, we'll see. I have some like I said, we're in discussions.
We're in discussions.
And I think I am going to try it this year, because what I tried this last year was, what if I really tried to be healthy? And like, it worked until I started having to work. Until Tires came back, until I had this movie to promote while Tires was shooting, and that was actually that's what killed me.
Also, doing it with the sobriety is hard,
and
because the
all you have left is
the food.
Yeah, when you're stressed. Anyway, I think that was enough for you, but you take my advice. You see that it pains me greatly that I've gone through what you've gone through, and yeah, I think you're at a point where you need to keep the ritual, but make it a little less harmful for you right now. I am fucking hungry now that we're talking about it.
I'm so hungry.
I got some fucking rice in the rice cooker.
I might go to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Is there one around here?
There is one pretty close. Well, not super
close.
That's what I'm
having for lunch. Fuck it.